Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday morning. It is episode 126, and we have a really important message today. We are talking about your heroes. Who are your heroes? And do you know what? Spoiler alert, there should be no heroes in your life apart from you, and we'll get into that in just a moment. I've got some exciting news. I have set up a Facebook group. A Facebook group is called, guess what? Motivated Entrepreneurs. Anybody can join. I can't wait to engage with you guys in there. What I'm going to do is put these videos up there as well, so you can watch me as well as listen to me. How about that? Hey, you lucky people. So check them out on Facebook. Motivated Entrepreneurs on Facebook. It is a group, and you'll see me in there. Okay, so don't forget, check that out. Right, we are talking about your hero. Who is your hero? Why should you have a hero? And you know what? I don't believe that anybody else other than you should be your own hero. The only person who you should be looking up to is you. And this works in all aspects of life. Your hero should be who you want to be in a year's time. So think about that. So in terms of fitness, your hero, your person who motivates you, should be the person you're looking up to, the mirror image of you, where you want to be in a year's time. Because if you can imagine that, I know exactly my hero in terms of physical shape. I've got six pack, I've got a nice chest, I've got big muscles. Don't start laughing, right? But that is who I should be using to motivate me, because that person, that vision of myself should drag me forward and drag me through the dark times when I'm not very motivated in terms of health and wealth. That is exactly why I create me in a year's time. Where do I want to be in a year's time? I already told you yesterday that I want to have this forever home. I want to move there in 2 years, year and a half time with the missus, with a wife and kids, and have this amazing, beautiful house. And so that is my hero, that vision of myself. A person who can achieve that is my hero. And guess what? That is me, my friends. You should never, ever let your hero be a footballer. And by the way, I love football more than anybody else. Soccer for you guys. I know I've got so many people listening in the United States now. There's no other person should be your hero. It shouldn't be a footballer. It should only be you. You are your own hero. That person. It's like when people say, how did we do at weekend? Oh, yeah, we won 3-0. Guess what? You didn't do anything. Your team did something. And so people have their self-worth connected to a football team or a team or a basketball team or whatever it may be. But that's not you. You're you. What you achieve is you. Don't get confused with these two things. There's so many people out there of believing when I talk to my friends about football, it's like, oh yeah, we won. We did really well. We didn't. You didn't. I didn't. Somebody else did. So the only hero you can have in your life is you. You have to be your own hero, my friends. Nobody else can take that mantle. That mantle has to be you. And the great thing about being your own hero, I learned this off Sam Ovens. Sam Ovens is a fantastic entrepreneur. The great thing is that you can mold your hero, because you can say who you want to be. Who do you want to be in a year's time in all aspects of life, relationship, health, wealth, whatever it may be. Like I keep saying, my house I want. That's my dream. When I have tough days and down days, do you know what? I focus on that vision. I focus on that dream. I focus on that goal. And the person who can afford that house is my hero. That is the person I want to be. And that motivates me to be a better person today than I was yesterday. I'll tell you something as well that I haven't actually ever told you about yet. And why not? I share everything, all aspects of my life. My goal, and probably should have mentioned this yesterday about goals. My wife, during lockdown, she's been doing all sorts to the house, all sorts. And we've got 2 new toilet seats in the house. And these toilet seats, they're blooming horrible. They're absolutely horrendous. I hate them. I hate them with a passion. So you put the toilet seat up to have a number one, have a wee. Oh my goodness. All right. And then what happens is the toilet seat falls down. It falls down because for whatever reason, it doesn't fit our toilet correctly. And there's nothing we can do about it. It keeps on falling down, So Claire goes, my wife says, why can't you just have sit down wheeze? Like, sit down, please. Anyway, right. And I said, Claire, you don't understand. I've got 2 boys and stuff. Anyway, so it's a real pain in the jacksie. It's a real pain in the bum. And it's so frustrating and so annoying. But do you know what? Because I said, right, let's order some more. I said, no, we're not ordering anymore. We are not getting any more toilet seats. And do you know why? Because I want to be uncomfortable. I don't want to be comfortable with my good life, my good house. Good is the enemy of great. And my friends, what we need to do, we need to get uncomfortable. I am not where I want to be in terms of a house I want. And so what I've done is, it sounds stupid, but that little toilet seat, every single time I go for a toilet, I've got to hold it up and I've got to, it's awkward as hell. But why? It's fantastic for me because it motivates me. It makes me want to do more, want to do better and achieve my goals quicker. If everything was easy, if everything was good at my house, then it wouldn't motivate me as much. I know this is only a little thing, but this is a whole, I don't know the next word. This is a whole thing. Every time I shot of a word, I just say thing. This is the whole thing. I still can't think of any other word. Right, so this is the whole thing. There we go again. Right, let's go. This is the whole thing. You can't actually, I don't want to change it. I know it's only really small, really minute, but I don't want to change that aspect. I don't want to be comfortable with being okay. I want to make sure that every single time, it's like a trigger. Every single time I go for a toilet in my house, it's a trigger. I must do better. I must do more. So that, I don't know how that is connected to being a hero, my friends. I'm trying to link it back, but I can't. I don't know how the heck I told you that story. But please believe me that your hero should be you, who you are in a year's time, who you are in 2 years. If you're your own hero, that is how you will become that perfect version of yourself. And I don't mean perfect, like everything's fantastic in life. There's nothing you'd ever change, because that perfection doesn't exist, and perfection to you isn't perfection to somebody else. So perfection doesn't exist. It only exists in your mind. So what I'm asking you to do is make sure that you don't look up to these footballers, look up to these sports stars, look up to the athletes, look up to the movie stars, of course, but you have to be your own hero. The vision of where you want to be, of who you want to be in a year or 2 years' time, that, my friends, is your hero. That, my friends, will get you out of bed. That, my friends, will make you go for a run on the winter morning, cold, wet, windy. It's wet and windy outside now. I'm just realizing, do you know what? I need to go for a run today. I have to go for a run today. And if I'm honest, I don't want to, but the vision of myself, I hold myself in high regard. The vision of myself in a year's time needs to get out there and goes for a run. And you know what? Once you accomplish something, once you do it, you never look back and think, it was hard. Do you know what? I kind of regret doing that. Never. You always are happy you've achieved something. You put yourself out that it was hard. You look back and you enjoy that adversity, that toughness, that resilience. My friends, thank you so much. So tomorrow we are interviewing Dan the Man Bradbury, the 1st of July. I'm so excited to give you this. It's already been recorded. It's a great interview. I loved it. It was only supposed to be 20 minutes long, but it turned out to be 50 odd minutes. So it's a long episode. I do apologize, but I think that you guys will get something from it. I know personally I got loads from it. So tune in tomorrow, because we talk all things. I haven't got the list here. I haven't actually got a list of the things we talk about, but I promise you we talk about so much, and there's so many nuggets, so many takeaways, and it's just enjoyable. He gave me one snippet of advice, and that's what we're going to talk about on Thursday, your emotions, because that was so good. And the more I think about it, the more I want to share it with you guys, because it really hit home with me. So enjoy. Okay, my friends, thank you so much for tuning in. I am Dean, and I am tuning off.